if you really want to know how machetes are made in prison, I'll tell you, okay? It's actually not that complicated. People don't believe it when you say, oh, there's machetes in prison. And how they're made is actually pretty simple. In each cell, there are lockers. These lockers have lids. If the lid comes off the locker, then you have a big metal slate. You can take this big metal slate and you can put it in a door frame, like where the door meets the wall. You can bend the metal back and forth over and over again, and eventually snap. The big piece of metal will snap into a rectangular shape of metal. And you can do this several times to make several knives. Now, in the normal process of a person that wants to make small knives, you have to divide this into smaller and smaller rectangles to make smaller knives. But if you're a lunatic and you want to walk around prison with a giant sword, all you do is you take that first piece and then you sharpen that first piece, doing a very primitive rudimentary heat treat and scraping it against the floor. The very primitive rudimentary heat treat is probably something that Bone Tactical would completely scoff at. This is something that would drive Bone Tactical insane. If he saw this heat treat, he'd be like, no, this is not the right way to do it. Ah! This type of heat treat is the most ghetto heat treat I've ever seen. I could probably even do a better job out here. I'm not even really a knife guy, okay? But basically, they do heat the metal up a little bit if they know what they're doing, and then they rub it against the concrete until they basically have what looks kind of like a blade. Once they have something that kind of looks like a blade, they make the handle. The handle is usually made out of sheets or something like that. You can wrap sheets up and people do these ornate weaving things and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll add some type of adhesive. I've actually seen some pretty fancy machetes in prison, and I have seen the bread method that I've talked about. I've made weapons out of bread on camera. I've seen people make handles for these weapons that incorporate bread and just different materials and stuff like that. There's ways of putting glue and stuff into the bread where it becomes hard like a rock. There's a bunch of stuff that I don't know the ins and outs of how it's done exactly, but I know it's done in there. You will see machetes in there that look very nice. They're not. They're crap, okay? They're not very well made, but they look pretty nice, and they have a nice handle and everything, and they could pass for a real free world machete, the amount of work that's done on them. You really can't beat the look of a guy that scrapes something against the concrete all day for like 12 hours, okay? K-Bar is using machinery to do that. You just don't get the same look. When somebody has actually filed a piece of metal down to have an exact point, that looks fancy, that looks nice, that looks homemade, and you really just can't beat that look. So there you go, guys. It's very simple on paper how a machete is made in prison, okay? Very simple on paper. I made it sound very easy, but the actual process is very difficult, okay? But that is the mechanical description of how it's actually made. Not too complicated. You take a locker lid, you put it in between the crack where a door meets a wall, and then you bend it over and over again until it breaks into the shape of a big rectangle, and then you sharpen it against the ground until you have the shape you want. That's the rudimentary explanation. Some people do a heat treat, and the heat treat uses hair grease and a wadded up paper towel rope, inside of hair grease. They light it, they have a candle, they hold it over the fire, and that does a very primitive heat treat. Some people do that when they're sharpening. Some people don't even do that. It just depends. Some people use water as like lubrication against the floor to make it slide it back and forth against the floor easier. There's different little tricks. Some people use files if they have a file. There's all types of different little tricks of the trade that I'm sure that I'm forgetting, okay? And then there's people that do this basically as a hustle in prison, and they make a lot of money doing it. A lot of money. It's big business in there making knives. So, you guys want to know how machetes are made in prison? This is how machetes are made in prison. Guys, if you like this video and you want to hear more prison-related stuff, more survivalism and prepping-related content, I upload videos about this subject a lot, as well as other crazy autistic stuff that I do. Support the merchandise. buy the products, I've got stuff you literally can't find anywhere else, okay? And it's stuff that I made with user feedback, okay? For somebody that wears a lot of black and green tactical gear, this might be your thing right here. The Future Splinter OD green and black. I got earth tone Hawaiian shirts that make Bone Tactical wish he was as smart as me. I got real tropical stuff for people that are tired of bland, boring camouflage patterns. I got stuff you can't find anywhere else, guys. You're not gonna regret at least checking it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Jordan Jareb signing off, and remember, the fire rises!